Oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say,
The ball forward to Hooper. Hooper now inside the 6. We welcome you all into the Aggie Soccer Show. It was a successful weekend for G. Guerreri and his team. Out at the pitch, they took on 2 ranked opponents, 2 victories, a couple of big ones early in the 2010 season. And Coach, let's get right to it as we talk about Friday night. The Virginia Tech Hokies were in town, ranked 15th in the country, and this thing turned into a high-scoring affair as you guys get the victory.
Well, it was, and it was a great night. Obviously, the students are back on campus, and we had over 5,500 in the stadium, 4th largest in our program's history. Really, it started off with them scoring first. They catch us kind of on our back foot a little bit, score on the back post, but Rachel Lentz, freshman, who was kind of caught on the defending side of that, really made up for it quickly. We quickly respond. She scores on a header from a free kick that ties it at 1-1. Then Rachel Shipley comes in, scores on a great penalty kick, and then it kind of turned into the Alyssa Mott show. And Mott's got on the end of a cross towards the back post, got in behind the goalkeeper, knocked it in to put us up 3-1. They score to make it 3-2 on a nice header off the post, and then Mott gets on the end of one to make it 3-2 going into the half. And at the half, we really concentrated a lot on the issue of being able to keep the ball, move the ball, and we thought that we had some really good matchups, especially up front when you look at what Whitney Hooper can do, and when you look at what Merritt Mathias has been doing for us. And Hooper set up a big goal for us, being able to get away from the Hokie defense, playing it into goal. The goalkeeper knocked it out, and there's Motts again to score it. A 5-3 final, a fun night all the way around. Went into a big game on Sunday against another ranked team, and again, it's our 4th game against a NCAA tournament team from last year already. And on a hot day, still a couple thousand people out at the stadium. And that energy, along with really a lot of talent on our team, we were able to open them up, outshoot them more than 2-1 on the day. I think we had over 26 shots. And again, it came down to some nice combination play. Starts in the middle of the field with Raven Tatum. Tatum over to Shipley. Shipley with some nice work to get around the corner, and then just pushes the ball right through the back of the defense of Washington State. And there she is again, Motts on the back post, and scores. So really, I'm proud of a lot of things. 2 wins against a team from the ACC who's in the NCAA tournament, and a team against the Pac-10 who's in the NCAA tournament. Those are the number 1 and 2 conferences last year in college soccer. So that's a nice thing for us to hang our hat on a little bit. And again, we continue to get a little bit better. We continue to possess the ball a little bit better, move the ball a little bit better. And for our defense to get another shutout on Sunday really says a lot for where we are right now, sitting at 3-1 and on a 3-game winning streak.
So the Aggies get a couple of quality victories at home this weekend over Virginia Tech Friday, over Washington State on Sunday. Back with more in a moment on the Aggie Soccer Show.
The Aggie Football Show with head coach Mike Sherman is your all-access pass to Texas A&M football. Join me, Will Johnson, for exclusive interviews, highlights, and behind-the-scenes footage of all your favorite coaches and players. Tune in to hear Coach Sherman's breakdown of the team's performance and everything else surrounding his program. Check your local listings for air times or go to AggieAthletics.com for program information. Don't miss an episode. Watch the Aggie Football Show with head coach Mike Sherman every week throughout the fall season.
Welcome back to the Aggie Soccer Show. You just talked about a couple of victories the Aggies gained this weekend over Virginia Tech and Washington State, and one of the big reasons was a senior from O'Fallon, Missouri, Alyssa Mouts. I mean, a fantastic weekend, but she's done a lot more for this program than just this weekend.
Well, and she's just one of the many players that that can do so many things for us on any given night. And I think in the last 2 years we've had 9 players who have been called in with different USA national teams, and Motts is one of those. And she was a member of the U20 world champions for the World Cup in Chile 2 years ago. And one of the reasons why she was so important to that team was because of her versatility. She actually made the team initially as an outside back. She can play as a winger, she can play as a forward, she can play inside, and that versatility really makes her so important for us and really so dangerous and difficult to deal with from an opponent's standpoint. And the goals that she scored this weekend are pretty typical of what you would see out of Alyssa. She can score from just sheer hustle and getting on the end of ball. So, I think that one of the ESPN announcers last year described her as a dream player for myself and for our coaching staff, and I would say that she is. And the other thing about it is she's a lot of fun. I mean, she brings so much fun and just general silliness to a training session that she makes everybody better just by smiling through some tough training.
Well, you guys will take the act into Friday night now. Davidson is coming to town. No game on Sunday, but if you're an Aggie soccer fan, what you get on Friday night with everything going on, that'll hold you through the weekend.
Yeah, and just being an Aggie fan in general, because it's, the students are back now, and which means that now the crowds are just that much more into the match, and they're that much more a part of the success, whether it's the 12th man at our games, 12th man at Kyle Field, the event, at any event at Reed Arena, or whether it's volleyball or basketball, are all huge. And this weekend is the first Yell weekend. It's the opening of Coach Sherman's football season on Saturday, but it all kicks off at our place Friday night, 7 o'clock, with a game against another NCAA tournament team and a good side in Davidson. That game's at 7 o'clock. Immediately following us is the Bill Engvall comedy concert right across the parking lot in Reed Arena. And then there's, of course, Midnight Yell, followed by a day of fun and a lot of barbecuing and tailgating and just general good times leading up to the home opener for the football team on Saturday night. So for us, it's going to be a great week of training. We know that, but it's also going to be a game that we can really focus on and be motivated for on Friday night.
Well, it's going to be a great weekend. We wish you all the best of luck on Friday night. Thanks for the time, as usual.
You bet.
G. Guerreri right here on the Aggie Soccer Show. We will see you on next week's edition.